Our planet is our home. It is full of nature that provides us all the things we need to live. It's full of water, animals, plants, and the sun gives us the energy we need. The Mother Nature also gives our planet enough elements to maintain the balance in the ecosystems, which give us the possibility to survive. However, the human beings in the eagerness of development has started to destroy the environment, taking the natural resources in an indiscriminate way. This has caused that our resources has started to dwindle. Among these problems, we can mention the pollution, the deforestation, and the wrong use of natural resources. More exposed of air pollution are built-up cities. Car exhaust, industrial fumes, and all sorts of chemicals we use in our daily activities deteriorate the air condition even further. Indoor air pollution is just as serious and dangerous as the larger outdoor pollutions created by humans. Pollutants come from the cleaning products, the furniture, the building material, and not to mention cigarette smoke. Some important and extremely relevant pollution facts refer to the close connection between air and water contaminants. The chemicals in the water evaporate and fall back on the ground under the form of acid rain. Did you know that every detergent or soap you use to wash your car at home can pollute and destroy the chemical balance of an ecosystem? The wastewater that you create in your backyard will infiltrate in the ground with all the gas residues and detergent in it. The accelerated problem of air pollution is determined not only by the increase of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, but the phenomenon is closely connected with deforestation as well. Now that you have heard and watched some of the problems that our planet is facing because of us, let's listen to the opinion of 3 common people about this topic.
Well, of course, it is really important. Well, I think that nowadays we are affecting all our environment and we are suffering of global warming. Then we have to care our environment if we don't want our planet be suffering because of our actions. Well, I think that there are different things we can do in order to live really, really good. And it is that maybe we can recycle, we can use recycling. And another way is not to waste water, not to waste energy, and try to maintain all our environment clean from smoke, etc. etc. There are 3 things that I used to do at home, and it is that I separate the kind of garbage that I have at home. Plastics go in a bag, and the other kinds of food goes to other. Besides that, I use not to waste a lot of energy, and I don't like to use so much water in my house.
Yes, of course it is, because we live on the earth and we have to share it with everybody else on the planet. We can't just go and destroy it by putting chemicals out and putting waste and crap everywhere. That we need to make sure that we take care of things like styrofoam and where to put trash, make sure to recycle things as often as possible, because if not, eventually we're not going to have a very clean place for living. In places like China that have really bad environmental records where people have to wear masks every day just to go through their every day is not what we want. That's not the kind of thing we want in the future for us or anybody else. Okay, I think the first thing you should do is recycle. You should make sure to take your cups, your plastic, all types of things like that, and put them in the appropriate places. If you have cars you don't want, try to find ways, not just recycling through the recycling program, but if you have a car, I don't know about in Colombia, but in the United States you can take it and give it to a charity and they can work on it and sell it, or work on it and use it as practicing. You should also use environmental cleaners, and the company that my family works for, we are also in the business of selling those. So we sell all types of cleaners without chemicals, without harsh things that are bad for the environment, so that they're made from natural products, and people use those instead of things like bleach, which not just the container is bad for the environment, but so is the product. And that way you lessen the chance of putting bad things out. Also try to find a car that is a lot more better gas mileage, and possibly a car that is what's it called?
Environmentally friendly?
Yeah, but there's another word for it. Part battery, part gas, like Toyota Prius or some of the other ones. They're part battery, or even a full battery car if you can. That way you're not using as much gas, and eventually they can switch to a different type of fuel. Well, at the moment I'm living in an apartment, so there's not a lot I can do, but in my city in the United States there are a lot of programs for recycling at home. They have a separate recycle bin for some things, and then a trash can for everything that cannot be recycled, and a lot of people use it, not everybody. I try to limit the amount of the styrofoam that I use, and I just try to, I have to drive a lot there, there's no other choice, but if you live in a place in the United States with public transportation, it's better to use that, especially a train or subway, to get to work or get around, than to drive everywhere. That'll lessen the amount of pollutants put in the air by the cars.
I think take care of the environment is very good, because we are right now in a time that the sun cake is going by the bad state, and our children, our kids needs to be in a good environment with pure air, and I don't know, enjoy breathing very well and can feel that. Also, it's very important because we don't know, maybe someday the world is going to be end because of us, because we don't care about the trees that give us the most important thing that we need to our life, that is the oxygen. So I think that is the biggest reason, because we have to take care of the environment. I consider a good way to live friendly with the environment is recycle. Is when you have garbage, I don't know, put in your bucket, or look for some trash to throw them, but don't throw to the street, because that is really dangerous to us, because it cause a great damage to the environment. Also, I think that is a good way to plug out all the TV, computer, I don't know, all the things that you always plug in your house. When you leave your house for a long time, you have to plug out, because then In my house, I try to tell to my parents and my family that we must separate paper, bottles, all the things that we can recycle in another trash and the other things in other, because we need to help the environment, and also we can help people who live from the recycling. I also try to don't print a lot of sheets. I try to read everything that I can in the computer.
Now you are going to listen and watch some simple things you can do from your house to protect the environment. First, recycle. You can separate paper, aluminum cans, glass, etc. from organic garbage and find people to make use of it. Second, change your kitchen habits. Use reusable containers for food storage instead of wrapping food in foil or plastic wrap. You can also use unbleached coffee filters, which does not produce the deadly toxin dioxin in its manufacturing. Third, be aware of your paint your house. Use latex paint instead of oil-based paint. Oil-based paint is highly toxic and its manufacturing produces nasty pollutants. Fourth, shopping bags. Plastic bags are not biodegradable. Even if they say they are, they do not decompose fully, whereas paper bags are reusable and biodegradable. However, supermarkets use paper that has never been recycled before, and they always say recyclable, not recycle. Here is what you can do. If you purchase in small, don't take any bag. This alone could save hundreds of millions of bags. Bring a cloth bag when you shop or use string bags. Fifth, be aware of your showers. Reducing the time of your showers will highly contribute to the preservation of water. Here we have just presented a few tips you can consider when thinking in the protection of the environment. It's up to you if you put it into practice or not. In this video, we presented just a part of all the information related to the preservation of the environment. However, we hope that this has served as an initial motivation to continue looking for more ways to help the environment, and that you start to practice some of the tips here to contribute to the preservation of our planet.